Hey, it's Anthony Iannarino, thesalesblog.com, right here, youtube.com/Iannarino, and author of The Lost Art of Closing, Winning the 10 Commitments That Drive Sales. And more than 3 times this week, I received a question from readers who asked, what do I do when my prospective client derails the process and they ask me to do something that's not going to allow me to do my best work or win the deal? Those are my words because I'm making that a composite of a number of emails that I received. And here's the thing, in the book, The Lost Art of Closing, I write about controlling the process because it's critical that you do what's right, not only for you, and not only because you want to win the deal, because it's right for the client. There are certain things that they have to commit to doing if they really are serious about change, and we have to help them do that even when it's uncomfortable for us, and even when it's uncomfortable for them. So here's the thing, in this case, let me just go through one of these with you in the short time that we have here together. One of them was asked to give a demo immediately upon walking into the client's site. And they have software that they could demo, but they know as soon as they start demoing the software, what's going to happen is that the buyer's going to say, yep, our software does that, and yep, your competitor's software does that too, and yeah, that's a lot like the software we already have. And they know that they're not going to be able to differentiate themselves. They're not going to be able to share their greatest insights, and they're not going to be able to compel that person to change because it looks too much like what they're doing and it's difficult to show in a demo. So what they have to do and what they're asking is, what do I do when the client derails the right process? And you have to push back because look, it's going to be uncomfortable, but you're going to lose if you don't push back. So there's no reason not to do this because you know that there's no way for you to do better if you do what they ask you to do. So you have to say something that sounds like this. Listen, I understand that you want to see a demo and I'm going to give you a great demo. Would it be okay if we took 10 minutes so I could ask you a few questions and so I could share with you some of our biggest insights? And that will help me tailor the demo specifically to what you want to see. And it'll also explain to you how we're different and why we look at your business different than our competitors does. Does that make sense to you? Or better than our competitors do. Does that make sense to you? You've got to ask that question. You've got to try to stop and say, look, if I present this without doing this work first, I'm not going to serve you well enough. And you can say those words. You can say, listen, I'm afraid that if we just get straight to the demo, it's not going to be tailored enough for you and you're not going to find it interesting. And it would be better if we could make it conversational. Can we do that? And if you do that, you're going to get a yes. You may have to ask twice, but you have to push to try to do what's right even when it's uncomfortable. And if you want to be a trusted advisor, you cannot be the salesperson that avoids having difficult conversations. And if you really want to serve clients and help them generate the best results they're capable of, you're going to end up having conflict occasionally. You're going to do a little bit of butting heads, and you're going to have to try to make the case to do what's right, even when it makes you uncomfortable and even when it makes them uncomfortable. I'm Anthony Iannarino. If you like this and it helped you, hit the like button. If you know someone who needs it, share this video with them, and do hit the subscribe. This is Everyday.